Hey, hello. It is, 7:30 p.m. on May 15, a Friday, 2026. Just giving you a little tour of what I got going on here. I'm starting off in the greenhouse, and pretty much I have a lot of eggplant, and I started some green beans in here just to make up for the ones that don't come up in the garden, if you know what I mean. And some eggplant. I'll just keep those in pots this year. It does really well in the greenhouse during spring. And yeah, another one up there. This is, boy, licorice. It's the European variety. Other than that, we're gonna head outside and see the dog. He's honey. Who are you? He's like, you have to be throwing my ball anytime soon. It'd be great. So this is Bush Champion 2. My first year growing it, it got very leggy in the greenhouse and with cold air outside. So it's not looking very robust. It's definitely taller than it should be because, yeah, it got leggy in the greenhouse. Probably be a little ashamed even videoing this because I don't know. I think it's going to come on strong. It's just waiting for warmer temps, maybe lack of cold northern airs. So Bush Champion 2, that'll hopefully be good harvest come June, July. I'm dreaming about June, but anyway. And this is just a bunch of cherry tomatoes. We've got chocolate pear and sun sugar, a few other varieties here. I got messes everywhere, but we'll get to them. I plant my garlic around the edges of my beds. It gets a little drier, so I try to make sure it's mulched. Seems to do okay, and I'm able to grow, several beds without taking up a bed, using a bed for just garlic. So got some green beans going here, and cucumbers. I was hoping for a great year this year. Just doesn't seem to be doing so hot. I may have fertilized it too heavy, and it's also been cold nights. So what I had grown is not doing so well. It's pretty much got leggy, and most of it's dying. So I replanted a little bit more in here, and hopefully it'll be up soon. Got some parsley that's coming up from last year. Obviously going to seed since it's a biennial. And I don't know, last fall I must have just went cray-cray with the garlic. And I did plant some melons over here, cantaloupe and watermelon hiding over there. And just for ha-has, I put a few squash down here in the old compost pile. Plus a few more, whatever you call them, tomatoes that I had planted in the first bed, and I cannot remember already. Bush Champion 2, that's what they were. This is my little flower bed, which is not looking so great this year. We'll see how it goes. These are my indeterminate tomatoes. I got Virginia Sweets in here and Oaxacan Jewels. I got Amish paste. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Heat Master. This year I'm trying Heat Master, which does a better job at setting fruit during the high heat. Also, Bella Rosa. I'm finally able to grow that this year. Been a little bummed out since last year. I got a pack of seeds off of eBay that were supposed to be Bella Rosa, which ended up being a paste tomato. I do still enjoy the Green Giant. I've been just saving seeds and growing that every year. This year I splurged and I was able to buy a persimmon, and this is the Ichi variety. I can't remember the name of it. The asparagus is doing pretty well. I just need to add a few more little fences in here. A few little melons down there, and I beat down a lot of the raspberries. And plus there was that frost or two, so we lost our raspberry crop, the early crop. So we're just kind of dependent on what comes up here for fall. Yeah, compost bin blowing in the wind. I'm going to fix that. Strawberries, I managed to cover those, so I have a few strawberries coming on. Well, after that, I guess we'll head over here. I'm just using this bed for a few tomatoes I had left over. Got some cilantro and a few other things coming along. I even have, yeah, I can't remember what that's called either, but okra. Yeah, I got a few okra that my daughter gave me. Looks like a few are surviving. Just covered the squash, and I'm not sure why, since I have squash everywhere else uncovered, but maybe this will last a little bit longer. It's a little test to see if I can keep squash a little longer and then plant some more kind of midsummer and see how it goes. Nothing here, just walking space. And I have a lot of onions this year, and they're really small. And I fed them pretty well, so hopefully they'll respond and start popping up pretty strong there. I think I planted some sunflower seeds over there on that end. This year, of course, with all the frosts, we lost all of our peach blossoms, so this will be the second year of no peaches. And this garden bed is, I'm gonna grow this potatoes, of course, and I'll be digging up these garlic plants here probably mid-June. But in here, I'm hoping to plant sweet potatoes, so it's kind of like a root bed, pretty much. So I'm gonna grow sweet potatoes down the middle and see how that goes. I think they will work their way out of the bed, the sweet potatoes will. And eventually these potatoes will die. So we'll see how this goes. It's a interplanting nightshade and sweet potatoes there. So we'll see how it goes. And of course I have to have a bed of kale. I've had a few losses. Interestingly enough, I have a few tomatoes growing in there, and I did not grow tomatoes in this bed last year, so I don't know if it was part of someone's sandwich or what happened, but if I threw, who knows, a Oaxacan Jewel in there or something, I don't know. But yeah, I might have to pull those out and grow one just to see what it was. I have a few leftover leeks and onions. And this bed I'm just trying to be herby with, so I got basil, and you know, herbs and greens kind of thing, and Swiss chard, and a few more Swiss chard in the back, and a few parsley plants that are just starting to recover from transplanting. So that's it. Not much else, just some scraggly looking viney Bush Champion tomatoes here to look at and wonder what is going on with these things. I think it's just been the cold and the transplant shock after being, I don't know, there were more mature plants when I did the transplant. So looks like they're sprouting out everywhere though. All the suckers are coming. So I don't know if you watch videos on not pulling suckers, and it's basically, yeah, you don't want to pull suckers in general unless you want to tackle some down below on the indeterminates. But there's been a thing about if you're pulling suckers off of anything but indeterminates, you are wasting a crop and opening up your plants to more disease. So anyway, the Millennial Gardener has a good video on that. Well, it's getting close to 10 minutes. I better call it a day with this one. All right. Take care.